Dear women, who did we offend? Can someone or a man in the house please let us women know what we did and who we offend? Cause I can't even imagine, like I can't even wrap my head around to this story why this man did what he did to his wife despite her contributions, despite her commitment, despite 12 years of being married to this man, and this man decided to betray her in this painful manner. Anyways, guys, this is a very touching story of a woman who lived in the US, and the husband traveled down to Nigeria, got married to another woman without her notice. Now, this is how it all began. Meanwhile, before reading out the painful post of this woman, guys, oh my goodness, this lover took to his or her Instagram post to call out the supposed side chick out. And this lover said, "Now I am so livid. Call that woman for me. Bring Bunmi out. Aye Bunmi ma bajeni. Men sabi shebi ona see waiting ona they make ona wives go through from side chicks. Is the audacity for me. Is hide hen calling housewife say she get two left legs. Who born you, Bunmi? Who are you?" In as much as I no one put mouth for husband and wife matter, this is the height. Now here we go day where this same man go leave you. Shebi I tell young shall grow where they follow Yomi go then. She no here. She Yomi leave am abi no leave am. If it tell but it go happen. Mark my word. Now this is an open warning for Bunmi. If you ever come for this lady again, believe me, I will off clothes and give you basbos woto woto. She's one of my followers, and you don't joke with any Gistloverblog nation and not see my other side. Enough said already. Is enough that you took her husband, come for her again, and have me to contend with. Enjoy your snatch babu luggage while it lasts. Leave Oyin alone. Tiku Oba fe buying Bunmi. I no go talk anything again. Just try me first. Leave her alone. Stop taunting her. And as for you, Mr. Giveaway prick, you will meet your waterloo soon. Wahala wey go pass your power. Na him God go put you for your chest. Enishe orile o lapopo, I come in peace. This woman in question is Gistlover follower, one of Gistlover followers, and you all knows that Gistlover no dey joke or play with his or her followers. Touch one of his or her follower, you are touching Gistlover. So this first scene, this is her Instagram account where she poured out her mind and said all about her predicament, how it all started, and how her husband betrayed her. So she said, in a life that's how feels like a distance memory, I bask in warmth of what I believe to be a happy family. I was blissfully unaware of the storm brewing beneath the surface until 1st July 2022, when my world came crashing down. On that fateful day, I discovered my husband, since 2010, has secretly married another woman, a treasure, 1989. The shocking revelation left me reeling as I tried to comprehend how this could have happened right under my nose. For 12 long years, I've been married to a man I thought I knew inside and out. Little did I know that the person I had devoted my life to had been living a double life. You might think you are shocked now, but brace yourself, because there is more to this twisted tale of betrayal and heartbreak. As I began to investigate further, I noticed layers upon layers of lies, one more disturbing than the last. And then, as if the emotional turmoil wasn't enough, I found myself facing a new and chilling threat. Malicious online trolls targeted me with a barrage of hateful messages, making me fear for my safety. But even more sinister were the native juju charm I discovered in the once loving sanctuary of my matrimonial home. Wow. I couldn't shake the feelings that my life was in danger, and I knew that I had to fight back to protect myself from of unseen forces. I will take you on the emotional roller coaster that was my journey to uncover the truth and confront the threats that loomed over me. You all feel the pain of betrayal, the anger of being deceived, only to have her life turned upside down in the blink of an eye. The first time I encountered the other woman, Bumi, my husband and I were in Dubai, April 2022, soaking up the sun and enjoying what I thought were moments of marital bliss. One evening, as we were on a video call with our kids back in US, a message popped up on his phone. It read, "Every time I see her picture, it makes me sad." My heart skipped a beat and I couldn't help but question him about the message. My husband brushed it off, saying it was a girl from his past who had been harassing him. He denied knowing her or having any sort of relationship with her. I wanted to believe him, but deep down I knew that something wasn't right. I cried my eyes out, feeling betrayed and helpless. Upon returning to USA, I couldn't shake the feeling that I needed to do something about the situation. With a heavy heart, I decided to voice my concern to my husband's parents. However, their response was I should put my mind at rest and he would never do such a thing. His mother insisted that the lady was merely a business partner, but my husband quickly silenced her from revealing anymore. All these contradictions and evasiveness from the family began to take a toll on me psychologically and mentally, abusing my sanity. They tried to minimize the issue, dismissing it as neither serious nor deep. Driven by a desperate need for the truth, I took matters into my own hands. I went through my husband's phone and found some strange numbers that he had been communicating with on WhatsApp. My heart pounding one of the numbers I called up being a female. I questioned her about the relationship with my husband, but she flatly denied knowing him at all. Feeling concerned, I hung up and sent her a text message, including a picture as proof that her number was saved on his phone as Fisayo, which later found out her real name is Bumi Adedepo. Yet she still denied it, insisting that she had no connection to him whatsoever. I felt stuck, unsure of how to proceed. It seems as if everyone involved was determined to keep me in the dark, denying any serious relationship between my husband and Bumi, but I couldn't ignore the nagging feeling that there was more to this story, and I knew I had to keep digging to uncover the truth. However, I kept hopes up, thinking the marriage was salvageable. On June 20th, 2022, my husband informed me that he needed to travel to Nigeria for an important project. I wasn't keen on the idea, but he managed to convince me with documentary evidence that he had been approved for 57 million naira grant for the IG extension for the IG Excelon oil and gas station he is building. He insisted that he had to be in Nigeria to monitor and supervise the project personally. On June 27, 2022, I found out that my son had also contracted COVID-19 and started running a fever. I was furious with him for leaving us in such a vulnerable state, and I couldn't bring myself to answer any of his calls. My anger grew as I struggled to care for my sick child, feeling isolated and overwhelmed. On July 1st, I was resting in bed with my daughter and I received a call from a friend of mine. She inquired about the whereabouts of my husband and asked if there were any problems in the marriage. I told her there was no issue aside from him leaving for Nigeria while I was sick with our son. She then asked if that was truly the only reason in our home. My curiosity grew. I asked her what she meant. My friend sent me a picture that made my heart drop. They were dressed in white and pink coordinating colors, looking all too comfortable with each other. The wind was knocked out of my cells and I felt completely blank. I dialed his number, my hands shaking with fury. Instead of addressing my concerns, he began interrogating me about not picking up his calls. I couldn't believe his audacity. Ignoring his questions, I sent him the picture my friend had shared with me and demanded an explanation. He immediately started apologizing, but I pressed him further, asking him why he was apologizing and what for. He told me that the lady was celebrating her birthday and that's why they had dressed in matching clothes. I couldn't help but ask why he was the only one matching with her, since I didn't see a crowd of people wearing the same outfit. It was evident to me that there was more to these pictures. All he could say was "I'm sorry" before I hung up the phone. Not long after our conversation, my friend called that they had taken down the picture on at Colography Instagram page. I couldn't handle the emotional breakdown alone, so I reached out to my family and friends. Their support was invaluable, but I was still emotionally drained and on the verge of a mental breakdown. Determined to find out the truth, I spoke to a friend who had found a mutual friend of Bunmi Adedepo on Instagram. Through this connection, I gathered more information that left me reeling. I discovered that Tunde Oyelede and Bunmi Adedepo had been married for a year and they had just celebrated their first anniversary. Ha! Wahala! Hey! I was dumbfounded, struggling to believe the truth that was unfolding before my eyes. In my desperation, I called Tunde's mom, hoping she would be honest with me, but she insisted that whatever I was hearing were all lies. She urged me to tell people to stop spreading false information. The next day, friends and family gathered around me, offering their support and condolences. Their presence gave me the courage to believe that there was more to the story than I had been told. All the while, I kept calling both of them in tears day and night to demand full detail of this embarrassment. He said sorry, but I needed closure. 2 days after the revelation about his infidelity, adultery, and bigamy, on Sunday, July 3rd, a friend of Bunmi called my friend to inform her that Bunmi is in Dubai with my husband, not in Nigeria as he had claimed. I didn't want to believe her, demanding photos and pictures as proof. To my dismay, she provided the evidence I sought. They were indeed in Dubai. Feeling desperate for the truth, I video called Tunde, demanding that he show me his hotel room as proof that he was in Nigeria. He refused. I couldn't hold back my tears. The hurt of being lied to was unbearable. Despite my anguish, Tunde kept trying to convince me that he was in Nigeria. I decided to call Bunmi again, asking her why she was with him when she knew he was married. She didn't have a satisfactory answer, and I grew increasingly frustrated. I reached out to Tunde's family. They continued to insist that he is in Nigeria, not Dubai. Feeling lost and needing more information, I started contacting more people through Facebook and Instagram, hoping to find proof of Tunde's deception. While scouring social media, I came across clips of Tunde and Bunmi's white wedding on one of Bunmi's friends' Facebook and IG page. Hey, Chineke. Sisi Mercy, they also went to Dubai together. I found more pictures and videos on Instagram, including images shared by the wedding planner using the couple's hashtag at @AtilityInfinity. However, I noticed that there were no photos or videos of Tunde and Bunmi together. I later learned from someone who attended the wedding that an announcement was made instructing guests not to take pictures or videos of Tunde and his family. This only fueled my suspicions further. Finally, I managed to obtain multiple videos and pictures from various mutual friends of Bunmi, and I sent them to Tunde's family as evidence of his bigamy. With my emotions in turmoil, I told Tunde not to return to our house when he arrived back in America. I was furious and overwhelmed, and I couldn't bear the thought of him living under the same roof after all the deceit and betrayal. Despite my wishes, his brother brought him to the house upon his return, and they called to demand for his car keys and arguing with me. His elder brother requested for a sit down. There was so much screaming and shouting. Instead of him to be remorseful, he even had the audacity to say in front of his brother that I should give him time to settle with Bunmi as the relationship had progressed far. He also accused me of not supporting his business ventures. However, the truth was that I had been by his side all these years, supporting him every step of the way. I took care of our homes and our beautiful children while he traveled to Nigeria every 3 months. I would even pick him up and drop him off the airport for every trip. I vividly remember that on July 5th, 2021, the kids and I had prepared a welcome surprise for him at the airport, unaware that he had just married Bunmi in Nigeria. It was a painful memory to look back on. Knowing what I knew now, I later found out that all the family business I thought we had in Nigeria were actually registered in both Tunde and Bunmi's name. Hey, my ears, when I thought I have heard it and seen it all. Jesus, this is the height of betrayal. Oh, this guy no try at all. Which kind of wickedness is this one now? Even Joe, what manner of, hey, what did this woman do this guy like to do this? The level fat, eh? Anyways, the overwhelming betrayal, deception, and heartache on time ultimately led me to file for divorce. I couldn't bear to stay in a marriage that had caused me so much pain and misery. For the sake of my safety and sanity, I knew I had to let go and start a new chapter in my life, focusing on my children and finding happiness once again. The tension and fighting became unbearable for the kids and me, so I made difficult decision to move out of the house. Leaving our home took a toll on my children. Their school performance suffered, and the emotional trauma led to countless sleepless nights for all of us. I would often hear them crying in the middle of the night, and it broke my heart to see them in such distress. Even when I tried to sleep, I was plagued by nightmares in which I was strangled. The weight of everything that had happened seemed to haunt every moment of my life. To make matters worse, Tunde, in a moment of anger while he was still in Nigeria, had threatened the kids, saying that he would ensure they were taken to a foster home because he didn't care for them anymore. This cruel and thoughtless statement further exacerbated the pain and suffering my children and I were experiencing. In December 2022, I discovered that Bunmi had been following me and my friends on Instagram under username at BT Brain Makeover. Hey God, women, who does this thing? Hey, it is well. It was unsettling to know that she was monitoring my life even after everything that had happened. Tunde, on the other hand, had taken my name and middle name, my mother's name and middle name, with the 3 kids' name to a cleric couple with the stuff I found in the house. They both threatened that they will make sure I'm crying out if anything happens to me and my 3 kids. Make una hold all of them, and she provided their number below, which has been concealed by Gistlover. Hey, Chineke. In fact, at this point, I don't even know what to say. I'm so speechless. If not Gistlover said he or she is livid, I am livid at this moment. I am livid. Fear who no fear my gender. Hey, now wow, this is the height of betrayal. Guys, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say? Let me know. Let us know in the comment section. With that being said, that brings me to the end of this video. And in case you're watching for the first time, this is Loudly Woman Uncut. Please do me that favor by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Turn on your notification bell to always get notified anytime I drop the video or videos on this channel. We react, we analyze, we give trending gist, celebrity news, true crime and true crime stories. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always watching, liking, commenting and sharing. Whichever way you have contributed to this channel's growth, I do not take that for granted. Bye bye for now, as I'm signing off for my next one. Peace out. I love you all. Kemesian Ungwano. Bye. Stay blessed. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your family members to tell a family members to tell a family members that there is this new channel, Ladly Woman Uncut. You found. Let them subscribe in their quantums, in their hundreds, in their thousands. Guys, thank you in anticipation. Bye.